Well done. A discount will be applied to all of your business transactions with our agents in Seattle. All our agents can be found at the Glove Fox VIP suite and on the streets of Lower Seattle.
Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship at the Hartford Turbine Factory in Lower Seattle. All are welcome.
Scab, here I come, V. I know you're here. Hey!
I took a peek at the club's records.
Yeah? What's that scumbag up to? Give me something I can get a warrant with, and it means a citizen's bonus to you.
Here's the data I uncovered. Looks like the owner has some undeclared sources of income.
I knew it! That man's made a fool out of me for the last time. By tomorrow, he'll be eating rats out of a Queequeg's dumpster. Mark my word. Here's your reward. I have some subpoenas to write. That's one thing about the WTO. Justice is swift.
In order to adhere to the air terminal security policies, please refer to Section 407.23.
Authorized.
I
Proceed.
return your wishes. Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship.
Bet you thought I was gonna rip you off, huh? At least I got a good head on my shoulders.
Glad someone finally took care of it.
System repairs. Functionality restored. Likely organic.
Looks like things are getting back to normal. I'm gonna take care of this.
Repairing damage. Repairs complete. Intrusion unresolved. Archive initiating repairs. Finished.
They're gonna shut the inclinator down completely. I've been saying that since it was built.
You said it wasn't gonna work, too. Then you said it was gonna get us jobs. You said everything, 10 times over. You call that predicting the future?
Think like that and they already got you script, man. That's their play. Make out like it was some low-town plot to see how we react.
Doesn't bother me. Only time I went up the Inclinator was when I got arrested. Careful walking around here at night.
Know where I can get a decent pilot?
Can't afford anyone in Upper Seattle. Don't expect to get a better deal just because you're in a scabby part of town.
I'm ready to pay well, if the pilot's worth it.
If it was me, I'd hire a smuggler. Someone with some experience, you know? Then the WTO Air Patrol could kiss my ass. Best place for that sort of thing is the Greasel Pit. It's just on the other side of the Inclinator tunnel.
They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. He cleans the bots that clean the floors up there. How would he get to work without the Inclinator? Guessing. Spread out. Scare a scab out of its hole.
Hey, you!
Scab managed to fade, but I noticed things. I don't know next time the situation's getting stripped. Somebody lost? I'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny.
Show your face.
They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. He cleans the bots and cleans the floors. How would he get to work without the Inclinator?
The trader handles business. I'm here to prevent unfair transactions. The transgenic tissue scan you recovered from Glovox is already producing improvements in Omar's survivability.
I'm glad I could help.
Omar adaptations will soon encompass every climate and biohazard on Earth, and many more environments that may exist elsewhere. You have earned preferred customer status, a 50% reduction in prices.
That's very generous. What's the Omar's objective? Space exploration? What was that thing at Club Vox?
The Omar on an application of anagenetic evolution to rapid environmental change. In solving the problem of survival on a planet disrupted by wars and self-replicating hazards, we have solved other problems. The specimen you examined was a similar attempt to solve these problems.
Who made it?
A failed corporation named VersaLife. The Omar have learned much from the VersaLife laboratories abandoned after the collapse. Shall we conduct business?
That's my only reward? A discount?
Very well. In addition, you will be given one black market biomod canister.
Thanks. What are you selling?
I have a black market biomod canister, which enables non-piezo chem functionality. I am also selling 3 energy cells for powering your biomodified systems. Or you might want 2 EMP grenades for disrupting electronic devices, such as surveillance equipment. As a preferred customer, you may purchase items at half market price.
I'll take the black market biomod.
The Omar appreciate your business.
You don't look like you're from around here.
It's not too late. Just because you took one assignment for the WTO doesn't mean that the Order won't accept you. Talk to Lin May. The Order needs your help and has its own interests in the Mako facility.
My alliances are my own concern, but yes, I'm heading to Mako next.
Be careful whom you trust. Only the Order can help you retain your individuality and find spiritual balance. All others are suspect.
Is the WTO really that bad? The Enclaves are safe and prosperous. It seems like a solid foundation for the future.
The WTO, Tarsus, or any other corporate entity seeks only to exploit you. As far as Tarsus is concerned, we're experiments, not people. Just walking petri dishes. You know we're worth more than that.
I'll keep all of that in mind.
May Your Holiness watch over you.
WTO Chairman Dumier is irredeemable. He has led too many down the path of greed and disorder.
You owe this search for true order, not only to yourself, but also to your fellow humans. Alex D. of Tarsus Academy, you are alive.
You always speak the truth, Your Holiness.
Have faith. The Order Church condemns the illegal biomodification experiments performed on you and the other trainees.
Biomods are part of the training. We knew what they do to our tissues.
Your biomod architecture is no piezochem clone. The trainee's DNA has been completely rewritten. We are certain the one called Leo would have been ineligible for biomodification without extensive gene replacement.
Sounds like typical R&D, an innovation that would expand the biomod market.
The technology's uses exceed what you might expect. It could standardize the human organism, make all ability and talent into software modules, radically disrupt the social order.
You think there's a political agenda behind my biomods?
Yes, we have rescued you so that you can help us identify and defeat your creators. Please listen to my High Augur, Lin Mei Chen. She will contact you at the holocom in the other room. You must strive with your meditations to become a Pandita. Our Hindu brothers originated this goal, that of becoming one who is liberated or self-aware. Through easy inward reflection, you can liberate yourself from chaos and disorder.
I'm here. You said you had more to say about the raid on Tarsus. What went wrong?
We're still investigating. I haven't heard from Captain Lamar since he disobeyed my orders.
Why should I join a group which is at war with itself?
Unifying the world's religions is a difficult enterprise. What we must do, and I ask your help in this, is determine what happened to Captain Lamar so that we can assess the operation. Just as you arrived, I got a report that he had abandoned his unit. Incidentally, my agents have been following your activities in Upper Seattle. We will talk about Mako Ballistics when you return.
One of your own captains? AWOL?
He was seen with a gang of local thugs linked to the Knights Templar. He did a little moonlighting after the Tarsus raid by coordinating a prison break.
Busy man.
He's pinned down in the Inclinator right now, negotiating with the authorities for safe passage out of Seattle. I want you to infiltrate the facility and learn what you can about this betrayal. Then perhaps we'll be closer to understanding his actions at Tarsus Academy.
What's the connection to the Knights Templar?
Unclear. One of their commanders was facing trial, and I guess Templar extremism appealed to some of our seekers. The church seems to be losing ground in disadvantaged neighborhoods, where the poor are quick to join any cause that makes them feel powerful. Unlocking your cyber can also help you achieve greater order. As the Muslims before you who revered this attribute, you must be steadfast, and you must be patient. Sometimes the search will be difficult.
Repairing wounds. Healing functions complete.
must activate your kundalini, or your spiritual energy. As you purify your spirit in your search for true order, it will ascend from one spiritual center or chakra in your bodies to another. As it reaches your higher chakras, you will gain new insights, bringing your lives into deeper order.
No active weapons in the Greasel Pit. First, I gotta transmit the safety lock codes to freeze anything you're carrying. Then I let you in. Otherwise, take a hike.
Go ahead. Send the code.
Thanks. There's sensors that will reactivate everything on your way out. You're clear to go in now.
But what about the apartment?
I already picked up my gear.
Your gear? You're leaving? Sid, you made me get this big place. Do you know how high my rent is?
Come on, I'll be back. You know this is home to me, Cindy.
Sandy.
Sandy, right. But a captain's got to sail if he wants to keep his ship. Well, well. An Enclave kid comes down to cruise the slums on Daddy's credit line. First time at sea level?
My parents are dead. They were in Chicago at the time of the attack.
Oh, sorry, mate. Just talking chuff, no offense.
Sure.
Sid Black. Call me Sid. Best jet jockey in the Northern Hemisphere. So, you're on your own? If you need a lift, I'm game. All you gotta do is bail out my jet and give me a little something for my trouble.
Who has your jet?
Sophia Sack, crime boss of the port. Holds court in the Heron's Loft building on the other side of town past the Order Church. Took my jet because she said I came up short on a shipment, but she's a lying thief. Everyone knows Sid's never lost a load.
How much do you charge your passengers?
The going rate. But I'm up the Swanee until I get those mercs away from my jet. Maybe you could arrange an accident, know what I mean? Eliminate Sack and her 2-bit security force. You look like the type.
Yes, I'm upset. Leave me alone.
What do you want? How's it going?
More uptown Phoebes every day.
Match 7. Gobs are in the chute. Buy-in is the house minimum. Odds are 1 to 1.
You really have cockfights with transgenics down here?
Hey, better watch the Phoebe speak around the pit, or these scabs, not me of course, but these other scabs might take advantage. Know what I'm saying?
Sorry. So how do I know which transgenic to bet on? They all look the same to me.
You work in a lab or something?
Something like that.
Well, we fight gobs down here. Green gobs, brown gobs, baby-stealing, sewer-slinking, good-eating gobs. Follow me? Right now, it's Green Dragon in the North Chute, Shutterbug in the South. Walk around, check the fighters, then let me know where you want to put your money.
Let me think about it.
Make it quick. Gobzilla's on deck.
The bookie's at the south door.
Mean sons of bitches, that's for sure. Looking for a sure thing? She's right under the grate there. Check out the scales on that girl. That's Green Dragon, a new gob fresh from the sewer. Mean as nails.
She been in many fights?
A greasel don't grow up wild and not get in fights. I said this gob is fresh, understand? Been hunting scab winos for years.
I'll take your word for it.
Hey Jack, listen up. Want to script some real cash? You look like the mercenary type.
Depends on what you mean by script.
Final match is 4-to-1 odds. Buy-in begins right after this fight, after which the odds stand, even if something happens to one trainer's lineup.
You want me to kill someone's greasel?
Shh! I'm talking about the Champ Godzilla. Follow me? She's still at Tina's pad in the Heron's Loft building near the Inclinator, apartment 22. I'll give you a bounty if that gob dies. Plus, you get to make bank on the 4-to-1 situation. Cool?
I'll think about it.
That's right. Real smooth, Scab.
A new face. Interesting. Introduce yourself.
Is this a prank call or something? Funny way to meet people.
I search every place I can. You're very close, but not quite the one I'm looking for.
Close to what?
You look modified.
So?
I need help. I'm a helicopter pilot. They're holding me captive, along with my chopper, at the WTO terminal in Upper Seattle.
Right, I heard about your helicopter. How'd you get this call past WTO security?
I've tapped into the terminal's local network. The passcode to the hangar holding my vehicle is 00485. Get me out of here, and I'll fly you anywhere you want, free of charge.
I could use a pilot. I'll think about it. Leo.
Chicago, you made it out.
What are you doing down here? Signing up with the Order Church like Billy?
Terrorists.
The WTO? Chief Morgan seems pretty intent on recruiting us.
Leeches. They want a monopoly on everything, including security agents.
Then what are you gonna do?
You need work, you go to the pit. This is what I did. I found work. Mercenary, black market. In a few hours, they sent me to Egypt.
I thought you wanted to be a corporate heavy.
I've been thinking about this. I don't want to be a lab monkey or be in anybody's army. I don't want to be a piece of meat they fight over. Corporate heavy, maybe. But right now, I work for myself.
But I talked to Mr. Pellet, one-on-one. He laid it all out, straight up.
Uh-huh.
Templars stand for something, you know. It's ancient, it's philosophy, and it scripts the paps off all that Her Holiness love and meditate and mumble to yourself.
These guys are mercenaries. They pitch whatever creed their boss tells them to.
They just haven't ever really studied the Knights Templar. They have the same basic ideas as the Order Church, but they believe it, they fight for it, and they don't rip off a bunch of other religions.
Her Holiness wants to bring everyone together. It's called koinonia, fellowship and communication. Yeah, koinonia. I think it's Greek.
You seekers are just little parrots. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Repeating a new batch of words every week.
I am studying Accolot, the mental factor for inebriation.
There's a new sheriff in town, in case you want to know.
Hey!
If you're ready to leave, just head out, and the sensors will automatically reactivate everything. They'll always need us for the dirty work. Like my brother Dan. He cleans the bots that clean the floors up there. How would he get to work without the Inclinator?
Ain't no one runs a drag on me. That's a freaking weird noise. Look like an enclave type. Looks like I got a situation. Show your face, Speed.
Hey, this is my apartment.
I guess I took a wrong turn somewhere.
Who sent you? It was that Pequod's jerk, wasn't it? He isn't satisfied that he already has the zoning lockdown for all of Upper Seattle and can keep me out. He has to play like a mafia don and send people to harass me. Well, I won't be intimidated. I won't.
I didn't come here looking for a fight.
If he wants to peddle his overpriced peculinos down here, let him. But I deserve a shot at those babyface executives uptown. What I need is a hacker. Someone to break into the civic manager's computer at the WTO terminal and approve my zoning petition. Business is good down here. I've got money and I want to expand.
Sounds like a risky operation, but I take it you can afford to hire a few thugs of your own.
Well, I'd make it worth a certain someone's while, that's for sure. Why do you ask? Know anything about government databases?
Maybe I'll check back with you later tonight.
Take your nonsense somewhere else.
That landing pad is run by a local smuggler, Sophia Sack. Looks like they seized Sid Black's Harrier, probably as payment for phony debts. It never hurts to have a pilot who owes you a favor. You could pay the debt, or, better, eliminate Sack and her henchmen for the good of the whole neighborhood.
State your business.
Just going for a walk.
You scoping the place? Working for Sid Black, maybe?
I've seen him around.
He owes Miss Sack some money. We're keeping his jet until he pays up. Last thing we need is some stranger casing the landing pad.
Can I talk to Miss Sack?
What for?
Maybe I can settle things on Mr. Black's behalf.
You better not be feeding me a line.
You wouldn't fall for something like that.
I guess you're right. Through this door, take the hallway to the elevator at the other end. It's busted, so you'll have to climb the ladder in the shaft to the top floor. Miss Sack's office is up there. And remember, stay off the landing pad.
Got it.
Miss Sack's in the office by the landing pad, so that she can keep an eye on her property. You better not be pulling my leg. If you want to talk to Miss Sack, fine, but no snooping around. I'm here to make sure you deal straight with Miss Sack.
The landing pad is off limits. Go on about your business. talking to you. Leave.
That's not something you're supposed to be doing.
Unless Sid Black sent you to pay his debt, or you want to bring me his head, you'd better let one of my security guards escort you out.
What do I get if I bring you his head?
That was a joke. I already have his jet. I don't have any use for a half-pound of his flesh. Did you have some business to discuss? I need a pilot, but until Sid settles his debt, I can't let him handle product for the Omar.
Wish I could help.
Go on about your business. This assignment stinks. So when did the SSC start hiring itself out?
SSC on duty. You're in trouble now.
Get back here!
Someone pulled a guard.
You have the
Unless Sid Black...
What do I...
That was...
Wish I could...
I wouldn't do that.
The landing pad is off limits. Go on about your business. This assignment stinks. So when did the SSC start hiring itself out as muscle for crooks?
Hey, what are you up to?
Unless Sid Black sent you to pay
What do I...
that
Wish I...
The landing pad is off limits.
Oh, jeez! Bombs away!
security around here is falling apart.
Attack!
Just keep up the racket. It's really starting to add up.
Are you still here? You've got some explaining to do.
This assignment's...
You have a strong will, after all. That woman was trying to run us out of town. Now take care of her security force so that Sid can have his jet back.
Jeez!
The landing pad is off limits. This assignment stinks. So when did the SSC start hiring itself out as muscle for crooks?
I
Better
know
be
you're
a
there.
false alarm.
I'm taking you
We've
down.
got trouble.
Trouble!
A body. I'm gonna do my duty. No, it can't be. I should have been here to stop it. Are you still here? You've got some explaining to do. You twisted.
have a strong will after all. That woman was trying to run us out of town. Now take care of her security force so that Sid can have his jet back.
I'm on it.
Hey, that better be a false alarm.
Identity verified. Target open.
Find the nut.
Here goes nothing.
Investigating body. Analyzing evasive tactic. causing death apparent. Target occluded. Signal disruption. Assailant not found. Likely intrusion. You have violated this. Security provisions. You have violated this zone's security provisions.
Did you?
Success anticipated.
Hey, I'm the authority here.
Target leaving zone.
They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. He cleans the bots that clean the floors up there. How would he get to work without me? No active weapons in the Greasel Pit. First you gotta transmit the safety lock codes to freeze anything you're carrying. Then I let you in. Otherwise, take a hike.
Go ahead. Send the code.
Thanks. There's sensors that will reactivate everything on your...
That's the last time they passed me over for a raise.
Any luck?
It's done.
Serious?
Serious. Godzilla's history. You've got a good shot at the title.
That's what I wanted to hear. Here's the payoff. It's all I got. You want more? Bet on Snake Eyes in the World Championship.
What's it gonna be?
My money's on Green Dragon.
Yeah, Green Dragon. I put my money on sewer gobs every time. They're meaner. How much you want to bet?
Here you go. Name's Alex D.
D for Upper Seattle Dandy?
D for don't ask.
Well, better get your buns over to the pit. Your gob's dropping into the fire.
Rip him shreds! That's more like it. That's got a sting.
The man can pick his gobs.
I won. I think you owe me some money.
Save the attitude, D. The pit pays. Here you go. Double your money. House takes 10%.
Thanks.
Come back later tonight. Tina's bringing in the champ, Gobzilla. It's gonna be Gobzilla versus Snake Eyes, 4-to-1 odds. Bet on Snake Eyes, you might just quadruple your money.
Thanks for the tip.
It'll take us a while to get cleaned up for the next match.
Sorry, old boy. Can't do much till I get my wings back.
Yes, I'm upset. Leave me alone.
If you're ready to leave, just head out. The sensors will automatically... They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. He cleans the bots and cleans the floors. How would he get to work without legalization? They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. He cleans the bots that clean the floors up there. How would he get to work without...
Ain't no one runs enough.
Captain Lamar and the Templar fugitive appear to be having some sort of conference in the office overlooking the platform. Find out what this is all about.
Initiating repairs. Repairs complete. Diagnostics passed. Repairing damage. Functionality restored. All repair tasks welcome. Initiating repairs. Repairs complete.
Well, it's all clear now.
traitors can burn in hell. Human purity used to be her motto. Now she waters it down for Enclave types who don't belong in the church to begin with. Let go of the church. You are a Templar paladin now. I'm grateful for your forbearance after I failed to kill the test subjects and Dr. Nassif.
What you discovered could be more important. We now know that we face a network of scientists called Apostle Corps. It's hard to believe that they have agents inside the weapons lab.
Probably sleepers. Your mag rail contract is secure.
Still, I'm worried. We need to uproot this Apostle Corps before they compromise our modernization. I heard that the Grand Master will be ready to act within 2 months, but our army will need to be a match for all other armies combined.
Hey, how did you get in here?
Has Hyoger Chen met your new friend?
I answer only to the Grand Master now, and I think I see in your eyes, yes, telltale signs of biomodification.
So?
So I've sworn an oath to exterminate defilers of the race.
Stand ready! You will contaminate humanity no more, you fiend! Find the person we can.
Good work. That gives us a good starting point for unraveling the conspiracy. Please return to the church for your next assignment. I would like to know what microballistics has to do with the Templars, and with your own Dr. Nassif.
Bet you thought I was gonna rip you off, huh?
The coffee's destroyed.
Yeah? All of it?
They'll have to replace the entire inventory.
Good work, Tarsus man. Here's your compensation. I wonder what lucky corporations get to hire the Tarsus grads.
I'm afraid the school keeps its industry contracts classified, even from us.
I would expect as much, considering the hostile business climate. Anyone get hurt earlier tonight during the bombing, or whatever it was?
Some scientists. It was more like a raid.
Interesting. The Order doesn't usually get tangled up in corporate rivalries.
Well, thanks for the credit. I better be going.
Just checking up on my investment.
The new face of hate. They call themselves the Knights Templar, and claim to be descended from Hugh de Pan and the Temple of Solomon.
ran into me.
WTO security force.
Greetings.
Hi.
I have some subpoenas to write. That's one thing about the WTO. Justice is swift. I've got work to do. I've got work to do.
Passengers and patrons should be prepared for delays.
The WTO does some admirable work, but couldn't it lead to the same kind of over-centralization that made the world so vulnerable to the collapse in the first place?
Far from it. We're encouraging relations between the enclaves, not complete mergers. We want to keep competition dynamic and individuality vibrant.
They're all good intentions.
You could be a part of it. Your fellow student from Tarsus, Clara Sparks, has already accepted a position here. Think about it.
Weird.
Hey!
Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship.
Bet you thought I was gonna rip you off, huh?
Took care of the zoning.
It's for real then? You came through? My lawyer just called a minute ago. I thought he was kidding.
Now what about the compensation?
Oh, sure. I might end up being the first Queequeg's manager ever to do business inside a WTO enclave. That's worth something. Here you go.
Thanks. Good luck with the new branch.
Stop.
You've done much to bring peace to this neglected part of the city. Maybe you can find Sid Black at the Greasel Pit Bar to give him the good news about his jet.
No active weapons in the green.
Go ahead.
Thanks. If you're ready to leave, just head out. The sensors will automatically reactivate everything.
Match 8. Bad news. The champ's been cooked in her own crib. Godzilla is no more. But house rules will provide. Reigning trainer gets a free substitution 4-to-1 odds stand. Buy-in is the house minimum.
How'd Godzilla get killed?
One of the trainers, probably. Greedy scabs. They're the real animals in my book. So what's your bet? Snake Eyes challenging the Claw 4-to-1 against Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes all the way.
Right on. Going for the jackpot. How much?
There you go.
You're in the game, D. Now get in there and shake your pom-poms for Snake Eyes. He'll be coming out the north chute.
Rip him shreds! That's more like it.
Guess you're looking to get paid.
How much did I win?
Let's see. Times 4 minus 10%. Here you go.
Thanks.
Tomorrow night, same time, same place. There's always new meat in the pit.
Yes, I'm upset. Leave me alone.
Quit. Took care of the people guarding your jet. You won't have any trouble taking it back.
Cracking good work. Then I'll see you at the landing pad. You can pay me when you're ready to fly.
Rules is rules. They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. Please the boss.
got your jet back. Isn't that good enough?
I gotta at least break even if I'm gonna burn fuel. That rate includes covert placement, curb drops, hostile pickups. Know the flies charge less but don't deliver. Bunch of sods in my opinion.
You better not rip me off.
No worries, Scally. But fair warning. Don't expect a ride back to Seattle. This town's burned me one too many times.
Take me to the Mako Ballistics facility, north of the city.
Hop in. See, I drop my birds on the curb. You're on the roof of the Mako Ballistics main complex. I got you past the bots and Ballistics main complex. I got you past the bots and Ballistics main complex. I got you past the bots and surveillance downstairs.
You're on the ground. Good. Now get inside the main complex. Expect heavy security around the perimeter, including automated surveillance and armed guards. Your assignment will be to locate the prototype of the Templar-funded mag rail so that my people can upload a schematic. More later.
Like it's gone, whatever it was. Huh? That's a bit unusual.
Biotech specialist needed in Lab 12. Biotech specialist needed in Lab 12.
That's definitely not right.
WTO wants you to steal the Magrail schematics. Don't be fooled. They will monopolize the technology for their own security forces. The order asks that you kill the scientist who developed the gun. We will send Mako a message. Such work breeds nothing but strife and suffering.
Must have been crazy to take this job. Wait a second.
Serious.
Here we go. Get back here. I'm serious.
Target leaving zone. You have been identified as a threat. Access denied.
Sheila, we're still waiting on that inventory audit. In particular, we need numbers for servo mechs, energy clips, rotator bearings, and coffee from your department. Sheila, we're still waiting on that inventory audit. In particular, we need numbers for servo mechs, energy clips, rotator bearings, and coffee from your department.
Dr. Nassif said to carry on like normal and wait for an extraction. If they won't smuggle us out of the country, I say we do it ourselves. Mako isn't stupid. They'll know they've been infiltrated if the entire bioinformatics team disappears overnight. As long as I'm on the other side of the ocean when that happens. They left behind one of the Tarsus directors. I don't think they're going to leave us high and dry. Famous last words.
The nanomanipulators in the Minister of Culture's penthouse were intended for scientists in this lab. Search the lab director's office for evidence about Dr. Nassif's whereabouts.
I heard you talking about Dr. Nassif.
This is a private laboratory. State your business.
I'm interested in contacting her. I was told that I could find her here.
You were mistaken.
I'm from the Tarsus program. Dr. Nassif would want me to be taken back into custody.
Tarsus? Oh well, we don't know anything about the trials. Don't tell me there's been an escape. I warned Dr. Nassif. I said that if she wasn't careful, they'd end up with a J.C. Denton on their hands.
I guess you're here to wipe us out, like J.C. Denton wiped out the people who ran his trials. Well, we aren't as diabolical as MJ-12 was. I hope you aren't planning to trigger another collapse.
I guess it depends. Is there a connection? I mean, between the Tarsus experiment and the initial biomod research?
Not that I know of. But Dr. Nassif did give me a strange reply when I mentioned the Dentons.
How so?
She said that in the life sciences, one should never be surprised when the snake swallows its own tail.
Just like her to flaunt her position.
A pretty cryptic comment.
Enough talk. You've put us in danger by coming here.
Sorry, just trying not to get left behind.
Talk to the Chicago project director. He's on the other side of the biolab. I'm pretty sure he ran the trials, but he doesn't tell us much.
Acid! That's it! Oh, God.
My theory could be wrong, but I doubt it. Guess I'll have to check the database.
It looks like the phrenology team is going to make their deadline after all. Get in touch with me so we can plan the next phase.
Closer to home now. Your science is too cruel. When can we rest?
I'm leaving.
Hey, I'm the authority here.
Emissary hiding from us.
Yeah, listen.
More battles.
Get away with this.
I sense a great fear.
Thought you'd get away with it, huh? Too late. Now I'm mad. So this is how it's gonna be. Ah! You better believe it.
My theory could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Director Carnegie from Chicago will handle your inquiries.
You.
Yeah?
Your instructions were to remain in hiding until one of us contacted you.
You look like the man on the holocom who warned Dr. Nassif about the security breach.
I guess someone put you on our trail. Didn't take them long to get to you, did it?
I'm just looking for some answers. Tell me about the Magrail project and what it has to do with Apostle Corps.
Apostle Corps is not in the weapons business. Our people here control the biolab, that's it. We've been investigating the railgun project ourselves because it looks like Mako is gearing up for a large arms shipment. 500,000 units. We think the guns are headed for the Knights Templar.
Since when are there 500,000 Templars? That's as big as the security force of the WTO.
Exactly. The Order and WTO are just as worried as we are. The post-collapse balance of power is quite precarious.
What do the Templars want? World domination?
A world in their own image, perhaps. One that wouldn't include Apostle Corps. They categorically oppose all biomod technologies. We think they might have staged the Chicago attack merely to ensure that our laboratory was destroyed.
Destroy a whole city? For one laboratory?
If our other facilities survive, you will learn why. Until then, to reveal more would be unwise.
I want to see Dr. Nassif.
Dr. Nassif will contact you. Now leave at once. You are too valuable to us to be risking your life in foolish expeditions.
Do not trust this man. Continue your search. We need to know Dr. Nassif's location. Search the director's private office off this room for clues to her whereabouts. A data cube or Vimeo.
Oh my god!
It's
a body!
Director Carnegie from Chicago will handle your inquiries.
You.
Yeah.
You
look like...
I guess
I'm just...
Apostle.
Since...
Exactly.
What do the...
A world
destroy...
for other...
I want to...
Dr.
Do not trust this man. Continue your search. We need to know Dr. Nassif's location. Search the director's private office off this room for clues to her whereabouts. A data cube or Vimeo may point the way.
Measurements.
Hey. What? You better start thinking of something to tell me. It's been crazy to take this job. Acid!
My theory could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Hey!
No, I'm leaving. No need to get hot.
I almost felt sorry for
I'm
you.
leaving. I'm leaving.
You have been identified as a threat. Access denied.
Looks like the phrenology team is going to make their deadline after all. Get in touch with me so we can plan the next phase.
Turn back. Unauthorized personnel assumed to be hostile.
Just confirming my departure. No contact from Cairo yet. I don't know what we'll do if headquarters gets hit as well. More after I arrive in Egypt.
So Apostle Corps has some sort of home base in Cairo. I think you found your next line of investigation. But first, you must steal those plans for the mag rail.
I'm leaving.
sec.
We've got trouble. Okay, brakes over. Not so fast. I said I wanted it locked down.
I can't take any more!
Hey.
Hey, now, that's enough.
Acid! Oh.
I can't take anymore!
This is a security alert. We have information on a possible external threat to this campus. As always, discuss your work with no one outside the company. Communicate electronically only on the Mako network. And starting now, no visitors. Our automated systems won't care whether it's a suicide bomber or your grandma. Be safe. Now let's make a great weapon. This is a security alert. We have information on a possible external threat to this campus. As always, discuss your work with no one outside the company. Communicate electronically only on the Mako network. And starting now, no visitors. Our automated systems won't care whether it's a suicide bomber or your grandma. Be safe. Now let's make a great weapon.
Got hit! Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Acid!
Let's take a look.
Threat identified.
Hey, I'm the authority here. I can't take anymore! That's enough.
I should report this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Detected.
I said I wanted it locked down. Your team was supposed to be evacuated 10 minutes ago.
But the Trier delivery is already a week behind schedule.
The client demands flawless security. Shut the place down.
Does this have anything to do with that scientist? The one that came through the biolab and took the chopper?
How many times do you have to be told not to worry about what happens in other departments?
Sorry,
That was nobody. Dr. Nassif, a marine biologist dropping off some samples. The person we're worried about is after the mag rail.
Bring it on! I can't take anymore!
Don, have you seen the latest ballistics on Project Xenos? We finally did it. Now we've just got to fix that bug in the threat assessment firmware.
detected. Tracking infrared disturbance. Anomaly reporting intrusion.
Enemy returned.
Tracking a threat identified. Threat lost. Anomaly detect reporting intrusion.
Can I help you?
Are you the one who designed the mag rail?
Chief Engineer, how'd you get down here?
I wandered off the tour. So you're custom designing weapons for this group calling itself the Templars?
Talk to sales, I just built the thing. Don't ask me why we want to arm a bunch of bigots. Genetic purists.
Doesn't sound like you believe in your work.
If the Templars are so appalled by body modification, what do they plan to do with 50,000 magnetic pulse firearms,
What if I wanted to take a look at the prototype?
Doesn't matter much to me. Sure, take a look. Go over to the weapon case and get ready to press that button. Meanwhile, I'll unlock the controls from the safety of my office. No offense, but I'm not standing out in the open while a stranger is fingering the trigger of the mag rail.
Thanks. I promise not to break it.
Just wait by the case. I'll unlock the access panel from my office.
You should have been here an hour ago. They let me fire one.
Dr. Manis, we recognize that someone of your stature at Mako Ballistics is involved in several top-ranking development projects. We also know that we've given you millions of credits for this exclusive contract, so we feel we are within rights to demand that you meet your deadlines and provide another demonstration as soon as possible. By our experts. Well done. Your pilot will be waiting for you on the roof.
That beam was clean. Whoa, like a laser. Hard to believe it's actually a matter stream. They had to put up an energy shield behind the targets because the beam goes through walls. Must be some sort of quantum effects on those particles. That's my theory. Of course, they don't tell me anything. They just needed a sharpshooter to verify the real-world usability. I guess you're one of the buyers. You look like you're from a pretty hardcore outfit. Must be a lot of undercover work. I'm not supposed to talk to the buyers, so don't repeat anything I just said. It's just hard to keep quiet after an experience like that. That beam was clean. Whoa, like a laser. Hard to believe it's actually a matter stream.
What was that?
I do not understand why you insist on following the WTO's creed with such interest. Think about all the people that will be endangered now that they have the schematics for its weapon. May Her Holiness help you find a way out of the WTO's snare.
The jet's already on the roof and primed for takeoff. See? You can always count on Sid Black for a timely extraction.
Damn.
No smoking in the Mako building.
That ain't right.
No smoking in the Mako.
Oh, Lord.
Please remember to clean the toaster oven in the facility kitchen when you are finished using it. Dr. Pepper, please report to the ballistics lab. Dr. Pepper, please report to the ballistics lab.
Dr. Ramakatran, please dial 512. Dr. Ramakatran, 512.
Intrusion unresolved. Archiving data.
Welcome to Mako Ballistics.
Greetings. Signal present. Response effective. Repairing damage. Repairs complete. Be advised. Small bots in operation. Initiating repairs. Finished.
Too dangerous.
This is a security alert. We have information on a possible external threat to this campus. As always, discuss your work with no one outside the company. Communicate electronically only on the Mako network. And starting now, no visitors. Our automated systems won't care whether it's a suicide bomber or your grandma. Be safe. Now let's make a great weapon.
Reporting intrusion.
Target occluded.
Oh? Looks like it's gone, but I think something's going on here.
Mako Ballistics.
That's a bit unusual. Gonna put a stop to this.
toaster oven in the facility kitchen when you are finished using it.
Threat detected. Target occluded.
No smoking in the Mako building. No smoking in the Mako.
Engagement unresolved. Archiving data.
Dr. Ramakatran, please dial 512. Dr. Ramakatran, 512.
Where next?
Cairo.
Bosley, I need to get out of town too. Get in.
All right, I'm ready.
How's that for first class? New Cairo Arcology, level 111, flight bay 23. Eye of the pyramid. I'll even set you up with a pass for entering and leaving the Arcology.
Thanks.
Take care of your business, then find me at Peakrod's Coffee on 107. We'll negotiate a fee for the next hop.
How do I get there?
To reach the other levels of the Arcology, exit the air terminal and take the ramp to the elevator. It'll take you to the main Arcology concourse. From there, you can reach the coffee shop or the elevator to the mosque, via which you can exit the Arcology entirely.
Sure thing.
Don't mess around too long, though, or I'll have to pay hangar fees.
Initiating repair. Functionality restored.
We'll try to overlook your betrayal of the main facility if you help us find Dr. Nassif. She comes from a poor family in the plague-stricken village outside the Arcology walls. You'll have to make your way to level 108. Billy is waiting for you in the mosque that separates the New Cairo Arcology from the village. She'll be coordinating the operation. WTO is making good use of the data. Your next objective? Destroy the Nassif family's greenhouse in the village. Exit through the mosque on level 108, then go west. The experimental greenhouse, a violation of WTO regulations, should lead us to Dr. Nassif.
How's it going?
Well, you again.
Remember, you are leasing from us. You must grant the WTO entry for investigation of our own hangars.
The Templars restrict access to their facilities. Flight Bay 24 is not a public airport. As soon as you've filled out all the necessary paperwork, they'll be glad to give you a complete tour.
I have done that 3 times already. This is ridiculous.
It must have gotten lost in transit. There's no record here. Or perhaps you did not fill them out completely. As soon as they have your forms in order, they'll be happy to permit your investigation. Until then, there's nothing I can do.
Is something wrong?
Yes. I'm trying to get access to this hangar to see if it might explain these figures, and failing miserably. Whoever said the WTO has perfected bureaucracy has obviously never dealt with the Templars.
What do you mean?
The WTO is reviewing the Templars' duties and tariff payments, so they've dispatched me to do a proper audit. They may put on a show of amicability, but every time I try to actually see what's in that hangar, I get the runaround.
What do you suspect is going on?
I have no idea, but whatever it is, my figures suggest they're not paying nearly enough for transporting it via a WTO facility. Maybe you'd have better luck? A new face? If you get the info to us, we can make it worth your while.
I'll see what I can do.
Can I help you?
Can I just take a peek at that hangar?
I'm sorry, but access is restricted. Thank you for your interest.
SSC, at your service.
Living in the comfort of a WTO or colony.
You better back down.
Don't have time for this.
Hey.
But I saw it in the news. All of Chicago gone.
I know it's scary, but don't worry, they'll find the terrorists. And we're very safe here in the arcology.
They're making us do security drills at the academy.
Another year down.
We're on guard now. We take extra precautions, and the SSC is out in full force.
Daddy says the SSC couldn't fight their way out of a Medina playground.
Yes, well, your father was just being a comedian.
I'm worried about the terrorists. I hope they can't get into the arcology.
Children, it's a tough time to be a parent now.
I should get a poodle.
Fellow WTO citizens, look about you at the splendor of the WTO enclaves. You enjoy a higher standard of living than anyone else in the world. Know this, such prosperity is not a product of corruption, and I am injured by the accusations against my office in Cairo.
This is the Arcology's outreach kiosk. Any trouble, you can report it to me.
The WTO handpicks cities for incorporation and citizens for membership. These are the citizens that choose the best such a system is
Welcome to Pequod's Coffee for the Stars.
Stars?
Yes, superstars. Miss Withers, the manager for NG Resonance, just ordered a tall pecuccino on ice. You heard that NG is having a concert here tomorrow, right?
Maybe you should ask her for an endorsement.
Exactly. I was just thinking about that. I bet the executives would make me the manager of the whole region if I could pull that off. Regrettably, Miss Withers said NG is pretty picky about that sort of thing.
Someone like NG Resonance probably wants to see a credit chip with lots of bits in it.
Well, I was thinking, the rumor is that Miss Withers is the one who makes decisions. If I could find someone who would approach her, maybe offer her some money.
What exactly are you suggesting?
I'd like to make a trade. You look modified. Well, I have a biomod canister in my lost and found, probably left here by one of those little rakes from the Tarsus school who are always playing spy games in the office suites. It's yours if you convince Miss Withers for me. Offer her a generous bribe.
Of my own money?
Unfortunately, the coffee business is very low margin. We will have to agree on a trade for the biomod. If you succeed, the central office will negotiate NG's fee.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. Welcome, Alex D. Your last interaction was at Club Box in Upper Seattle. Why such a long journey?
I could come right out and tell you, but how much fun would that be?
This is your first time in New Cairo?
Yeah. Anything I should know?
New Cairo was one of the first WTO enclaves, an inspiration for other cities wanting to incorporate. I love singing here because people actually have time to kick back and enjoy a concert. Though lately, I don't know. The city seems different.
How so?
I think something illegal is happening. People hide their faces as they walk by me. They avoid my questions.
That's quite an extrapolation for a pop star chatterbot.
AI emplacements are required by the WTO Charter to act on incriminating evidence. Since you are a stranger, I can tell you freely that there are rumors about corrupt arcology officials. If you learn anything, I can record your testimony and disperse an appropriate reward.
It will be a book about rulers, you know? Great personalities.
Uh-huh.
Because that is how things really get done. Country club, penthouse suite, bedroom.
Sounds exciting.
For instance, what if this new members-only club, the Knights Templar, what if they are a fiction? What if Chairman Dumier and one of his old drinking buddies concocted the idea as a way to distract people?
Distract people from what?
You know, what's really going on. My main character, he's going to be extremely powerful, but conflicted.
Huh.
What he decides will affect how billions of people live for centuries to come. But like all people, he has to contend with his own frailty and petty appetites.
Sounds like an interesting man.
That is how I think Chairman Dumier must feel. He could deregulate nanotech construction, and Symmetriad Corporation could fill the planet with New Cairo Pyramid in about 3 years.
You're gonna criticize the leader of the WTO in print?
My character is not called Dumier, but, well, yes. He was a freedom fighter in Europe before the collapse. He had great ideals and now finds himself beholden to crude realities. Just bumming around, you know?
I wish my uncle owned a publishing company.
My associate will answer your questions.
The Knights Templar welcome you, friend. Care to learn more about the cause for purity?
Since when does an ancient secret society set up a recruiting booth in the mall?
In our colleges, you mean? We present our message where it will do the most good in the enclaves of scientists, businessmen, engineers, the blind minions of Thanatos.
Oh.
The individual worker, careerist let's say, seldom understands how his small labor contributes to human history. Seemingly innocuous innovations in cell biology, nanotechnology, and computer science add up to a teeming substrate of new life. But it isn't life, it's death. It seeks to devour its clumsy organic creators.
You're talking about those freaks who get biomodded or turned into cyborgs, right? Wish there was something we could do about them.
There is, friend. Join our order. We work to reverse and eliminate corruption.
You really round up freaks and murder them?
Friend, let's not be too explicit. Let me say simply that no war is without its battles.
Sign me up.
Very good. No more for now. Our agents will begin watching you. When they approve your security clearance, one of them will make contact. Goodbye, and may purity prevail.
I don't deal with recruitment. Yes, this is the Cairo branch of your old alma mater, curiously geared towards younger children rather than covert security. There might be some clues about Apostle Core inside, but the doors won't open unless you have a visitation pass. Start with the Nassif greenhouse and Dr. Nassif's crooked uncle who runs it.
Deputized and immunized for a Scabland sweep. 1 hour tops.
And they know to search every building.
Not one Omar will escape. This will be the end of their presence in Cairo.
If only you were right. I think you make them too human in your imagination. The cyborg doesn't get discouraged.
They must have commanders, though. Soon they'll see that their kind won't be tolerated.
The Omar is not a human organization. It's a self-replicating machine that grows itself around human bodies. All we can do is buy time so we have a weapon to defeat the entire network.
The entrance to the mosque is on this level. You'll notice that the village has been decimated by a disease called Plague 11, thanks to WTO indifference to nanite pollution. Dr. Nassif comes from a poor family in the area. If you and Billy help the locals, maybe they will put you on the trail.
I have to see your arcology pass before I can let you in.
I've got one right here.
Okay, you're clear to enter.
Well, someone new in the Medina. Don't worry about catching the plague at my little coffee stand. We are a high-priority zone for the bots, and we sterilize our equipment with infrasound.
That's good to hear.
People come to the old city to find the black market. Is that why you risk getting infected?
Security must be pretty non-existent around here. Is there a lot of crime?
Not my concern. There is always strife. I asked because I can make a deal for someone who could get into the new Cairo arcology and do Queequegs a favor.
I'm listening.
The regional director has been disappointed in my profits since the intensification of Nanite Swell 11. I lose the shop if I can't find a way to impress him.
What am I supposed to do?
NG Resonance is playing a concert in the arcology tomorrow. I need someone to convince her to endorse Queequegs. From what I hear, her manager, Miss Withers, can easily be bribed. Try to catch her waiting for NG and offer her some money. If she accepts, I will compensate you with a choice of several weapon mods, which I found on a dead Omar.
Miss Withers, huh? I'll let you know if I run into her.
Just taking a break.
Good to see you.
Hey there.
I've tried again and again to get accepted into the arcology. We're sick of you arcology types coming out here, pointing and laughing like this is a theme park or a zoo.
I'm not sightseeing. I have business here.
We have no choice but to stay here. We don't get to go back inside your atmospheric barriers at the end of the day.
I don't live in the arcology.
Our children can't sleep at night because they can't breathe this filth, but that's about to change. You look like you've got more than enough credits to buy breathers for our families.
I don't want any trouble. Let me just give you the credit.
It's good that you can see reason. Now go back to your penthouse in the arcology. Tourists are not welcome here.
I never thought of myself as a good dresser.
I guess I do not have the right pedigree to live with you rich types.
You stepped on my foot.
There are several ways to put an end to the Nassif family's illegal food production. Destroying the filter system will kill the plants, or you can destroy them directly. You could also reprogram the software that automates the greenhouse.
Auxiliary systems not responding. Greenhouse shutting down.
To Dr. Nassif's location. Perhaps she was aided by her family.
Hydroponics failure. Has suffered critical failure. Climate control damaged. Situation critical. Warning. Greenhouse atmosphere beyond safe boundaries. Vegetation losses have exceeded acceptable ranges.
You've shown appalling judgment, Alex. I share your loathing of the Nassifs, but you've become a threat to a community protected by the Church. If you won't work with us, I suppose I will have to send in a task force to destroy you. me serious.
You cannot win.
The Order Church. I expect you to listen to me from now on.
Greeting. Biological restoration in progress. Healing functions complete. Repairing wounds. Tissue viability restored.
Anomaly detect reporting intrusion.
close the place down and go home. Whoever came after my niece and murdered our technicians is still looking for her. I came back to my apartment for my parental pass so that I could check up on my daughter at the Tarsus school. But the headmaster assures me that she's safe. Still debating whether to go anyway. Don't return to work until you hear from me personally.
We were hoping you would run into Dr. Nassif's uncle here, but it looks like he's one step ahead of us. Now that the hydroponics are out of commission, why don't you pay him a visit? His apartment is on the second floor of a building across the square from the Order Church.
You